Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 3 in this series. So far we are all tied up at 1 game apiece between Cechi and Hawk. Now, this, as I mentioned earlier, this is, I believe, a best of 7 series, and I will be casting the rest of the games later on this week. Once, hopefully, things get settled down in my neck of the woods. Alright, we're going to go ahead and speed this up to 8 times speed for the first 2 minutes as always, as there's not really much going on here. You can take a look. It is going to be a Death Knight versus a Mountain King. No surprise there, since the Mountain King is a very popular hero on Echo Owl. However, what I am surprised about is the fact that the Mountain King decided to creep off to the north first. The Death Knight now is going to make its way over, and is the Death Knight going to be able to steal anything? That is the question. Let's take a look. Troll Trapper. Oh, and the Death Knight does steal it, but oh, there's a quick Stormbolt. Are we going to get a surround? And wow, that was an absolute perfect surround, only to be stopped by a dead peasant. All right, second Stormbolt now goes into play. All right, the skeletal minions doing a very good job making sure that the Death Knight has a way out the instant that stun does come undone. And that it's actually a little bit harder to do than it looks. Very, very precision micro right there. As we're looking at the Death Knight, now perhaps trying to intercept this Mountain King. Mountain King still has enough for a Stormbolt. Death Knight has enough for about 2 Death Coils, as the Mountain King should be calling Militia over. Nope, Acolyte purposely trying to get pulled away. What is happening here? The Mountain King just may get the kill, yes, and now getting getting a little bit closer to level 2. Death Knight still sitting at level 1. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Skeletal minions now joining on the fight over here as Militia are coming in from the north. Mountain King getting purged. No real harm there, as he is now attempting to take down the Renegade Wizard. And oh, beautiful timing on the Mountain King to stop attacking that Renegade Wizard, making sure the Death Knight does not steal that kill. Meanwhile, we are taking a look here. Troll Shadow Priest, Troll Berserker, more than enough to handle this here, as the Kobolds will be falling. Mountain King sitting at level 2, very close to level 3 already, and the Mountain King with 5 bonus armor will not be taken out that easily. Crypt Fiends back at home, now still doing a little bit of creeping. Meanwhile, the Death Knight wants to rejoin up, and we are already teching to tier 2. This is the pretty much standard pace of the game. So far, though, no one has a clear, distinctive edge. Mountain King is going to be able to get to level 3, but if he tries and sets up an expansion, he may find out that he can't really get that much of a large army. This map is generally focused around 50 supply armies, 50 food armies, because of the limited amount of gold. The gold mines run out very fast on this map, and if you are able to just mine up a little bit faster, or mine slower but more consistently, then you actually come out ahead. Also, if Cechi tries and disrupts this, he can easily take down a lot of peasants. One of the big problems with setting up an additional base is that the fact your army supply is 36 over 36 compared to the undead, which is 27 over 40. But the fact that these peasants are consuming additional supply means that these army sizes are much, much closer. Manual of Health has been picked up. Death Knight back over here, Mountain King sitting at level 3, and the Mountain King is now going to be causing harassment here. The Mountain King can easily harass, and wow, the skeletal minions did not close up on that Mountain King to take him down. Mountain King, it looks as though he's going to try and take down a couple of Acolytes. It looks like the Acolytes are running back over there. There is a Stormbolt. There goes one. Staff of Teleportation are ready. The Mountain King will be teleporting away, but that was not that smart of a play at all, as the Halls of the Dead was already done. The Acolyte is just going to be able to train back up and join in on that fight momentarily, as we are already going into a Slaughterhouse and that Lich. All right. Death Knight attempting to clear out this Renegade Wizard creep camp. If he does so, should be able to get to level 3, if not very, very close. Ogre Magi is right there. Mountain King is coming in as well, and we are looking at a Mountain King who could get to level 4. Can't tell what's in the marketplace, But if the Mountain King gets a potion of greater mana from the Ogre Magi, that's going to be a very, very strong item. Or a potion of invulnerability. What is it going to be? Scroll of the Beast, not that useful, and quickly sold back. Pendant of Energy, however, now purchased on that Mountain King, so that is going to be opening up a number of additional Stormbolts as well. Talisman of Evasion. Death Knight 6 experience shy. The Lich took just a bit too much experience, preventing the Death Knight from getting to level 3. Alright, the Death Knight now going to head off to the north here, realize that there is nothing there to creep out, and that is going to be a bit of a shock for him. He is now going to be attempting to go into a fight, being down significantly in terms of just economy. He does have a tech advantage, but the level advantage is not going to be apparent until 5 to 10 seconds into that fight. Death Knight now looking to pull back down here. We can see a sacrificial skull has been pulled. Mountain King is down over here, and it looks like the Mountain King is going to be getting to level 4. A level 4 Mountain King is just that much hardier and sturdier, and there you have it. Meanwhile, the towers are already up, and what is this Death Knight really hoping to do? Crypt Fiends are now venturing forth. There is Essence of Blight, or essentially not Essence of Blight, that is real Blight, to regenerate some extra hit points. Alright, if this guard tower goes down, that is pretty much going to give level 3 to the Death Knight. There you have it. Stormbolt, Death Coil onto the Crypt Fiend. The Crypt Fiend does not fall there. The Death Knight, what's happening here is the Crypt Fiend going to, yes, be able to heal up again. The additional Blight is really, really making it difficult for the Mountain King to take down any units. Alright, finally, one Crypt Fiend does go down, but that was with the majority of the army trying to focus it down. There goes another footman there as we are now exchanging units for units. All right, let's take a look at this. Look around. Nope, he has nowhere to go. It's going to get taken out as the Lich, sitting at level 1, still has a Rod of Necromancy charge. And now we are attempting to take down this Scout Tower. The Scout Tower going to get focused down rather fast as the Mountain King Stormbolts down another Crypt Fiend. That Crypt Fiend rather low on hit points. The Death Knight does have plenty of mana though, and is going to clear it out again. Mercenaries now coming in from the north, and the mercenary reinforcements may be too much. All right, there's a quick burrow. Are we going to see this guy burrow as well? No burrow there, as the Crypt Fiend is there with a very, very long stun. So far, the fight is just turning into a war of attrition, and the help of the Death Coils is really giving the undead the advantage. Also factor in the extra bit of regeneration here, and those Crypt Fiends are just regenerating so quickly. Alright, Death Knight still continuing to push forward here. Let's take a look at this. More towers are being constructed in the back. Arcane Vault will get taken down. Cechi is looking to get ahead 2-1, and this fight was an absolute perfect execution. But if these guard towers do come up, that may be too much for him, as a Stormbolt does find its ghoul. Death Knight now pushing forward again. Second Obsidian statue is right there. Crypt Fiends attempting to take down the guard tower. It looks like that guard tower is going to be taking a lot of damage, and it should start to be repaired here in just a moment. All right, Footmen now trying to run back as well. That is not a good fight for them to be had, as we are taking a look at a Stormbolt onto a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend getting frost armor, making it difficult to focus down. Militia now coming in. This was the timing that Hawk wanted in order to clear back. And is this going to work? Another Stormbolt comes down. Cechi going to go ahead and Death Coil it. Frost Nova onto a group of militia. That's a lot of damage to absorb there, as we see a quick burrow by a Crypt Fiend. Meat Wagons now joining in on the fight, and the Meat Wagons are exactly what's needed. Another Death Coil goes down onto a Crypt Fiend to save it again, and this is just an amazing fight here. Yes, please stop pinging. So far, the Crypt Fiends are still continuing this battle here. It looks as though an Ogre Mauler is going to get taken down there. There we go, as the Meat Wagon now going to start attacking these buildings. All right, I do not see Disease Cloud researched. We can see only one Meat Wagon here. Mountain King now trying to come in from the back, loses a bit of mana. There is a Stormbolt, and also Dust of Appearance. Dust of Appearance preventing hiding in plain sight here with that burrow, as we're looking at the guard tower now taking a bit of damage as well. Guard tower looks like it could get taken out here in just a second. We don't see frost armor onto that Crypt Fiend for some strange reason. Now going to pull back there. There's a quick death coil, healing it up again. Mountain King now trying to come in, unable to Stormbolt any of the low hit point units. Another Footman going to get taken down. There it goes. Level 4 on the Death Knight. Level 2 Unholy Aura could be coming into play, and Cechi is just playing absolutely beautifully in this fight here. We now see a Blood Mage, and the Blood Mage going to try and siphon mana away. The mana battery strategy could work out well. That Blood Mage, however, just so high on mana right now in a little bit of a situation. Death Knight needs to figure out a way to break that. As you can see, the Lich now sitting at level 3. All right, are we going to see perhaps a Frost Nova onto all of those units right there? That is going to be all of them sitting in the right spot. There is the Blood Mage coming in again, just trying to shut down the heroes. And are we going to have it taken down? Let's take a look at the Cechi. Also does not have Orb of Corruption, but easily takes down the Blood Mage with a bit of Focus Fire. There is the Dust of Appearance, but Hawk is not going to be able to push this attack back. There's the Death Coil, and I believe Cechi is going to take game number 3 in a very impressive fashion. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.